there's nothing better than a scout sniper. And I was like, yeah, you're right. That's all I ever heard about, scout snipers. So that's actually why I joined the service, but I didn't join then. My buddy, I tried to get him committed to come in with me and join the same time because we've been friends since kindergarten. It'd be awesome to serve together with him.
Yeah.
So he was like, I'm going off to college. So I just picked the college, went off, failed, came back, and then 9/11 kicked off my second year of college.
Oh, wow.
And watching the Twin Towers fall on the television, because I get a phone call and it says, hey, America's under attack. And I was like, what? They're like, turn on the news. And as I turned on the news, I saw on the news the second plane strike the tower. I just remember thinking to myself, like, what is going on? Like, never imagined that would be a real thing that we would have to witness in America.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man, that's one of the weird things for me is like I was a freshman in high school when that happened, and I watched it on the TV in the classroom, and I remember very clearly, I was in Algebra 2 at the time, and I remember watching it, and there were some people that were like reacting like they were acting like joking around about it, thinking it was a joke. There were some people like acting like animals, typically folks that were like more impoverished and stuff like that, just kind of like treating it as if it was a joke or if it was like not some serious stuff. And it's weird thinking now, like there's a lot of folks in the military that grew up, that were born after 9/11 that never experienced that, like guys that were closer to our age. And so that's been a very consistent trend across the GWOT community, especially guys that grew up in the 90s or maybe the late 80s, and they saw that happen or transpire in real time while they're in high school or college or whatever. And that's a big reason why a lot of guys in the GWOT joined in the first place, was seeing that and thinking, I got to do something.
100%.
This right here this is my why, and this is our why. Now, granted, okay, there's a lot of people, internet sleuths out there that have been like looking into that and want to try to say that there's like some conspiracy theories. Not really interested in that stuff as much as I am the fact that a lot of guys saw that and they're like, this is why I'm going to join, and that has been a very consistent thing. So,
yep, I grew up in America believing wholeheartedly in our Constitution, our republic, not a democracy. Many will confuse those two words.
Yeah, don't conflate it.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, exactly. It is a republic,
Yep.
and if you're not educated enough to know the difference, I challenge you all to go figure that out, because democracy is not what we are. We're a republic for a good reason.
Yeah.
But understanding what it is, what it means to serve, what it is to sacrifice, those are the things that to give yourself. I mean, when you look back in history and, whether it's just watching a Hollywood movie, Saving Private Ryan, and you see